So, when things get a little strange, I would say when you stray away from ones, fours, and fives, you need to be sort of on call that something is changing. All right? So, if we from here, so what could this possibly go to? All right? So, the keys that it could go to, and we have to keep in consideration something with a B natural in it. Let's see. So we've got F major, we've got the relative minor, which is D minor, which in the key of, in D minor, if we're playing melodic minor, you can have a B natural and a C sharp in it. So keep that in mind, all right? Now we could also go, we could take this flat away and go up to the key of C major, which also has a B natural in it, so that's a possibility. We could go to C major's relative minor, which is A minor, and A minor can have a B natural in it as well. Totally possible. It can also have a, nope, can't have a B. It would normally just have a B natural. What it would have if it were in a melodic situation is a G sharp and an F sharp. All right, well, we don't have any of those, so it's probably not this. We could also add a flat, so it could technically be B flat major or the relative minor, which is G minor, right? So it could technically, but B flat major is always going to have a B flat in it. That's like the key part of B flat major. And we've got a B natural in it, so most likely not that. And also in G minor, the thing that makes it minor is the B flat, so not likely, right? So we can eliminate that one. I think we can eliminate A minor, even though technically B is in it, B natural is in it. We can look here at our various other options, so our various Fs, right? Every time we come back to F, right here, for example, it's not an F sharp. We don't have any G sharps. So, I mean, it could be A minor. We do have an A right here. So we can try analyzing it as that. We could try analyzing it as D minor. And we could try analyzing it as C major. All right? So let's try. Up to this point, it makes perfect sense. 1, 5, 1. Very clear. Here is where it gets a little strange. So let's try, for the heck of it, C major first, all right? So here's C major. All right, so our D minor chord, for suddenly in C, we'll have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, right? So in the key of C major, D minor is a 6 chord. Or, sorry, it's a 2 chord. Not looking so good for C major at the moment, all right? In the key of C, A is a 6 chord. So that's going to be 6. In the key of C, this G, well, that's a 5. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So we've got, oh wait, that's not a G, that's a 6. Sorry. I lost my macro analysis. That's an F. All right. So sorry, in the key of C, our F 6 chord is a 4. Not too bad. And the G is going to be a 5, so 4, 5, and 1. So that's possible. You have 2, 6, 4, 5, 1. So that's a likely candidate. Let's try analyzing it in A minor. Here, I'll do a different color so it'll be easier to see. So for an A minor, same things. We'll go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. All right. So for an A minor, this D minor chord is going to be a 4 chord. It's a good sign. 4. The A minor chord is going to be a 1. So this allies with establish the tonic and dominant pretty quickly. Our F in A minor is a 6 chord. It's a little weird, but might work. All right, so we've got 6, 6. Our G chord, back to 5. And then finally, C in the key of A is a 3. So aside from this ending, it's pretty good. All right, so finally, let's analyze it in the key of D minor. Last but not least, we've got D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. All right? So we've got D minor. So we can do, in D minor, this is a 1. So far, so good. In D minor, this is going to be a minor 5 chord. Oops, and I totally screwed these up. These should all be minor. Good job, Callie. So it should be 4. Whoops. 4 and 1, small 1, minor. 6 is actually going to be major. I'm a genius. 5 and 3 is major. My bad. I apologize. All right, so now back to D minor. If you guys can even see this at the bottom. All right, you guys can sort of see it at least. So we've got a 1 chord, D, 5. So establish the modulation right away. That's a good sign. So our next chord, we go back to D. So we've got a 1, 6 chord. Good sign. And then our B major chord would be a major, let's see, so in G, it's a 4 chord, and we're going to end up with a major 4 chord. Oops. Because of this B natural, which in a minor key is acceptable. It happens naturally in specifically melodic minor. So as long as we're in melodic minor, that's okay. And then finally, got this last chord. So our C chord, which is going to be a major 7 chord. It's a bit odd. So this is going to be a 7. All right, it could be major or minor, depending on the key and what's in it. So, let's see. So we've got, C, E, G. Oh, no, it does have to be major, just the way it lays out. So we've got C, E, G. There's no E flat added. So major 7 chord, which is acceptable. So in this case, we would end up with, both of these would be deceptive cadences. This one in C major would end up being an actual authentic cadence. And I'm going to guess probably the most likely scenario is that we go to C major. That one works out the best. It's the least weird. It has the most 4 or 5 chords. And yeah. And it's got a nice authentic cadence at the end. But it's up to you. Maybe you want to do a deceptive cadence in your composition. From there, all you do is our typical voice leading rules by adding in all of the other voices in any fashion that you want. So if you have any questions, and there's no right answer. This one is pretty ambiguous. You could pick a couple different options and it would still be right. You just have to make a good argument for it. So that's all I've got for you guys. If you have any questions, bring them to class on Tuesday, and I'll see you then. All right.